psychology, it is absolutely God foreshowing something that's going to happen correctly. And it'll happen every time. It'll never fail once. Now, watch Jesus of Nazareth. He come walking through an audience of people, and a little woman pressed her way through all the unbelievers, and she was anemia. She had a blood issue, and she said in her heart, I believe Him. If I could only touch His garment, I'll be made whole. And maybe she slipped under this man's arm, he pushed her back. She come around the other side, slipped in the other side, went between that one's knees and on down till she got over to a place that she touched him, walked back away and walked out in the audience. Jesus stopped. Said, who touched me? She and the rest of them said, not me. They all denied it. But he said, I perceive that I have gotten weak. See if that translation isn't right. Virtue, strength has gone from me. See, what did she do? He looked around until his power of discernment caught the woman who she was. Said, thy faith has healed thee. And then she fell down at his feet and confessed it all. Now, thy faith has healed thee. Saved thee, rather. Thy faith has saved thee. Now, she used God's gift. That's what made him weak. But when Lazarus had died, and Jesus was foreshowing beforehand of God how that he went away and stayed for so many days till Lazarus was dead, and the appropriate days come for his body to be deteriorating. And while he was, all this time, God had shown him this because he sat at the grave. He said, I thank thee, Father, thou hast already heard me. See? He knew what was going to happen. Look over there, he said, our friend Lazarus is asleep. They said, oh, he resteth. Said, he's dead, and for your sake I'm glad I wasn't there. Because it might upset your faith. If you want me to go pray for him, beg me to do it, and I wouldn't do it, then you might lose faith this way. I'm glad I wasn't there. But I go wake him. He knew it. Why? He said, I do nothing till the Father shows me first. He had to see it first. But notice, when he stood there, how much greater was the miracle of the resurrection of Lazarus than the woman touching his garment, but there was nothing said about him getting weak. God had used his gift in Christ before showing the resurrection of Lazarus, and the woman used God's gift to get what she wanted.